When talking about trust, there are different levels and depths. There are those people who you would never dream of betraying, and then there are those who you would never even think of trusting with your deepest secrets. In today's society, finding anyone you can trust is really hard. Everyone has their own agenda, and it's almost impossible to find someone who is 100% honest. Sigma males usually don't have a problem with trust because they know how to read people and can usually spot a liar from a mile away. However, there are certain types of people that Sigma males will never fully trust, no matter how well they sugarcoat their words. With that being said, here are 10 of them. 1. The victim. The first type of person that Sigma males never fully trust is the victim. This person is always whining and complaining about how life isn't fair to them. They are always talking about how they are being treated unfairly and how everyone is out to get them. Sigma men know that this person is nothing more than a victim of their own self-pity, and they are not worth trusting. While the Sigma male is fully aware that life can be difficult at times, they also know it's important to stay positive and focus on what's important. This is why they don't waste their time or energy on people who are nothing more than victims. This type of person is always looking for someone to blame and will never take responsibility for their own actions. 2. The know-it-all. This is one of the most annoying types of people out there, but Sigma males can spot them from a mile away. The know-it-all is the person who always has to be right, no matter what. They are always trying to one-up everyone, loving to hear themselves talk. This person is extremely arrogant and thinks they are always right, even when wrong. It's important to be confident, but there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. The know-it-all is someone who is always crossing that line, and they are not worth trusting because of it. Sigma men know that nobody is perfect and that everyone makes mistakes. They are not afraid to admit when they are wrong, and they are always willing to listen to other people's opinions. This is why the know-it-all is someone who they would never fully trust. This person is always trying to prove themselves and will never be able to see things from anyone else's perspective. 3. The user. If there's one thing that Sigma males can't stand, it's someone who tries to take advantage of them. The user is the type of person always trying to get something from you without giving anything in return. They are always asking for favors, but they never seem to be there when you need them. This type of person is extremely selfish, and they are not worth your time or energy. Sigma males know how to spot a user, even if they are disguised as a friend. We often see this type of person in our everyday lives, and it's important to be able to recognize them. The user is someone who is always going to take, and they are never going to give, and that's why Sigma men will never fully trust them. 4. The loud mouths. Sigma males are not the type to hang around with loud mouths. They are quiet, contemplative individuals who prefer to observe others in their natural habitat. If you are a gossip queen or king, you will not make it far with them. Sigma men hate loudmouths because they cannot stand people who try to impose their views on others. They want to be heard, but only when they decide to speak. Sigmas are very level-headed and do not get baited easily, even if you throw enough mud at them. Loudmouths tend to project arrogance and superiority, which Sigma men cannot stand. They despise those who try too hard to be noticed. Sigma males would rather let their actions speak for themselves than assume the role of a leader with no prior experience. 5. Energy vampires. Sigma males have an incredible amount of energy and enthusiasm for life, but they do not expect everyone to feel the same way they do. They appreciate people with different perspectives and lifestyles, but cannot stand those who suck up all their energy. Energy vampires are a total buzzkill to Sigma men because they sap their ambition and enthusiasm for life. They will quickly tire of your pessimism and whiny nature, as it is quite the opposite of what they aspire to be as individuals. They usually don't trust energy vampires because it is hard for them to see past the negativity that these people tend to emit. 6. The whiny negative. This is the person who is always complaining about something. They are never happy and always find ways to bring other people down. This type of person is extremely toxic, and Sigma males try to avoid them at all costs. Sigmas want to surround themselves with positive, ambitious people, not negative naysayers. Life is too short to be spent being negative all the time. They would rather focus on their own happiness and success, and they don't want to be dragged down by someone who is always complaining. 7. Overly critical individuals. Sigma males are not the most diplomatic people, but they also don't enjoy being around overly critical people either. They dislike those who nitpick at others for their own personal satisfaction. If they feel that you are excessively judgmental, they will quickly cut ties with you before you have a chance to prove otherwise. Sigma men are not quick to judge individuals, but they also don't take too well to those who do. They appreciate honesty and openness in others, but only if it is constructive criticism that leads to self-improvement. 8. Manipulators. Sigmas tend to be very collected and confident individuals who have a clear vision of what they want from life and where they are going. If you try to fake your way into their good graces, they will not remember you fondly. They can spot a manipulator immediately, which is a surefire way to lose Sigma's respect. They dislike the feeling of being manipulated and will become even more guarded. If they feel you are trying to pull one over on them, they'll be off faster than you can say Sigma. 9. The ungrateful one. These are those people for whom you can do as much as you wish, and no good deed will ever be enough. They are never satisfied and always want more. They will never feel thankful or grateful for anything you do. This type of person is a massive turn-off for Sigma males because they value loyalty and appreciation. They are very giving people but do not enjoy being taken for granted. If you're the type of person who is always expecting things from others without ever giving anything in return, you will not get far with Sigmas. They believe that reciprocity is key in all relationships, whether they are platonic or romantic. 10. Drama queens or kings. Sigma men need their peace and quiet, so they cannot stand those who create drama wherever they go. If you are someone who thrives on creating chaos and stirring the pot up, expect to be shut out of a Sigma male's life eventually. Sigmas don't appreciate dramatic people because drama is usually a sign that someone is constantly fighting an internal battle. A Sigma cannot waste his time trying to help someone who does not want to help themselves. They see drama queens as attention-seeking individuals who are more concerned with drawing attention to themselves, rather than taking care of their own responsibilities. Because of this, Sigma men usually don't trust dramatic individuals and become skeptical of their intentions over time.